how to avoid harmful stereotyping a Muslim immigrant who is assaulting you. The Babylon Bee. How to avoid harmfully stereotyping a Muslim immigrant who is stereotyping you. This reminds me of like the Freedom Tunes where they had Sherlock Holmes and then it was like he solved everything by just looking at it. And then when it came to like a terrorist attack, he was like, and there was like blood and paint labeling the certain phrases that are commonplace in terror attacks. And he's all, nope, I have no clue who's here. I have no clue what's going on. I have no understanding of this. Like, let's check it out.
There is a deadly plague sweeping over Great Britain. This cancerous plague threatens everything. Our nation, our culture, our values, and everything we hold dear. If it is not stopped, we might lose our homeland forever. This terrible disease...
I'll do it after, Jay. I'll do it after. But yeah, it's funny that this dialogue is very commonplace.
Is bigotry. That is why, as proud citizens of Great Britain, we must all keep a stiff upper lip and do our part to avoid bigotry, racism, and Islamophobia. Here are just a few helpful tips to help you avoid the stain of bigotry whilst you're being raped, stabbed, or blown up by Pakistani migrants. When an Islamic migrant approaches you and begins repeatedly thrusting a knife into your torso or face area, remember this. White British citizens sometimes stab people too, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yep. One of the most famous is Jack the Ripper, right? One of the most famous is Jack the Ripper, who honestly, it was never caught, correct? If I'm correct, he was never caught. He's still out there. It's not, this is what you do. It is not the immigrants, the illegal immigrants and the immigrants that honestly don't agree with the ideology of the nation. It's Jack the Ripper inhabiting these people. That's what's happening. Jack the Ripper is inhabiting these people and stabbing them.
For thinking people stabbing is a Muslim thing. While the attacker stabs you, close your eyes and try to picture him as a white male. This simple meditation will help your bias melt away like clotted cream on a toasty, crumpetted tea time. Cheers, old boy. You've done it. If you are a woman, always remember to wear modest clothing. Ideally, clothing should cover your legs, your ankle, your face, your eyes, and everything else. Take a look at Elizabeth here. Now that's an attractive and safe look for England's streets. Failing to wear the proper attire could lead...
Uh-oh, how dare they show their hands? How dare they show their hands? I mean, there are some Arab countries where they can't even show one eye. They can only show one eye. Well, and then others where they have the netting in front of their eyes.
To men of undetermined religion and national origin succumbing to their baser instincts, making you a target. So, do the right thing for England and cover up. That a girl, Elizabeth. Avoid regressive and offensive British terms, such as cheerio, codswallop, or throw a wobbly.
What? So cheerio, codswallop, I've heard, but throw a wobbly? A wobbly? Never heard throw a wobbly. Honestly, don't say touch wood. That's very colonial to say touch wood.
Instead, use more inclusive terms, such as Allahu Akbar, or Allahu or death to Israel.
You can include death to America. You can include death to any kind of Western civilization in that, or any civilization that doesn't praise like one narrative.
This makes British Muslims feel welcome. If you've done all these things and still have feelings of bigotry, simply submit to the Holy Quran and acknowledge Muhammad as the one true prophet of Allah. Then, follow all the tenets of Islam, pray 5 times per day facing Mecca, and maybe even stab another British person while shouting Allahu Akbar. Congratulations! You have completely rid yourself of the stain of bigotry. And as the evil dictator Winston Churchill once said, keep calm and carry on.
Oh my gosh.
Blessings, good.
That true. That's true. Happens all the time. Bigotry. Oh my gosh. That's the thing. It's just like, why can't you speak on the obviousness of what's going on in the world? Why do people get silenced when they're speaking the truth? It's because it's a hurtful truth. Same thing, like, it used to be you were best friends with someone when they could call you out on your crap. They'd let you know what you're doing wrong in your life. That's how you know they're a good friend to you, because they'll call you out. They'll make sure you're on the up and up. They'll make sure you're doing the right thing. Bad friends, of course, aren't going to bother caring about you, aren't going to bother with any of that stuff. Of course not. They're bad friends. And it's insane how now you just can't call people out. Like, that's the thing. I have no problem calling people out in America that are absolutely moronic and retarded like myself, but just don't know they're retarded. That's why I like Pepsiti, because Pepsiti's willing to call out the problems where he lives, but also acknowledges that the problems are around the world and things like that. Sandman's like the other case, where he refuses to acknowledge any problems in his own nation because apparently it's abolished, yet because it was abolished, it means it no longer happens, even though the things still happen. You call out the problems that happen, that even happen to this day, which are wrong. Like, who's going to say slavery doesn't exist because it was abolished? Who has the gall to say it exists because it's been abolished? It still happens. And it happens everywhere in the world. Anyone who says it doesn't happen in my nation is lying to themselves. Slavery still happens, and it happens everywhere. Either it's the rich people doing it, or it's the poor people just trying to sell a family member. It just continues to happen. It continues to happen over and over and over again. But yeah, that's the thing. You should always be able to call things out. Be honest about it. Be honest about it.
All right. You guys got a video? Why is it so bad?
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Wait on that.